everybody, welcome back to the kitchen. I'm Jo Michaels, the baking author, and tonight we're making bacon wrapped cheeseburgers. This is a recipe that I was sent by let's start over. This is a recipe I was sent by, this is a recipe that was sent by my sister, okay? So she has, it's a very simple recipe. It just says lay your bacon out like a quilt, over, under, put the patty in the middle, then wrap the top the same way, over, under. You want hamburger meat, onions, spices, salt, maybe an egg if you like egg in your meat. We're not going to do that. Mix it together in several large balls, flatten into patties, place on grill and cook to desired preference. Remove and place cheese on top. So we're going to go a little crazy. We're going to do our own spice blend. So I have my ground beef in a roll, as all my ground beef is right now, because I still can't get the organic stuff. I love the organic grass-fed ground beef. It really does give your food a different flavor. Don't ask me why, I don't know. But I also have some hickory smoked bacon, or applewood. Hickory thick cut apple smoked bacon. So that's what we're going to be using for that. Just going to set that in my sink. And now I have my pound of ground beef in my bowl. I'm going to add some spices to it. Good old Tony's as always. Because Louisiana baby. Tony's. Then I'm going to salt. Dry my fingers because you can't put, the outside of my hamburger was wet. 3 good pinches of salt. That was probably about a teaspoon. I like garlic powder in everything, as you know. Add a little of that. And I don't like to use fresh onions. I like to use dried onions. They don't make quite as big of a mess. Bam. And the flavor is a little more concentrated. And we are going to add just a couple drops of liquid smoke. That's going to give us a nice smoky flavor in our burgers. Some chopped onion, not a ton. You can skip the onion. Again, this is your hamburger. Make it the way you like it. And we are going to add, look, I'm almost out of rosemary. A little bit of rosemary, not a lot, just about that much in my hand. And I'm going to crush it up really well because I don't like getting a mouthful of rosemary at all. It's nasty. Now you can put Worcestershire sauce in here. You can put pepper, fresh ground black pepper. That's what my Cajun seasoning was. It was kind of my heat. And we will get some fat from the cheese. So we got some spice, some salt. We'll have fat from the cheese. We need a little bit of tart, don't we? How about we add a dash of vinegar? Just a dash. I have some white wine vinegar. There's our acid. All right, mixy. And remember when you're mixing your ground beef not to squeeze it, just kind of churn your fingers in it. I am going to make 3 patties out of this because there are 3 of us here tonight. It'll be 2 big ones and a little one. Well, a smaller one, not little. And it kind of looks like that. Yeah. So I'm going to take and cut this about in thirds for the first one. And I'm going to make them big and thin because they will puff up and they will shrink a little bit. This was a good lean beef. I think it was 85-15. So nice and lean. I don't like a whole lot of fat in my burgers, but you do need some. It's for flavor, and you need the fat. So I'm just going to kind of smash them out, and then I'm going to put them right back down in the bowl. because that ain't gonna hurt nobody. Then this one I'm not gonna quite cut in half. I'm gonna do like that, because like I said, there are 2 adults and a teenager, and she doesn't really eat a lot. I don't know why, but she doesn't. And a lot of people say if you like put a dimple in the middle of your burger, it won't shrink up as much. So we will be doing that right before we cook it. Isn't that pretty? So pretty. Now I guess I gotta figure out how to quilt it with some bacon. And then a smaller one, which will be very thin and very round, because I kind of want it to be big enough for my buns, which I store-bought. I got the sweet Hawaiian ones, yum. And I'm just going to use like Kraft sliced cheese, like nothing special. So there we go. All right, now I'm going to wash my hands and then dive into the bacon. I'll be right back with you. Okay guys, I'm back. Clean hands. Woohoo! Oh, here we go. Opening our bacon. Oh, okay. Some pretty thick bacon. So I guess I lay it out like this. And I'm guessing 3 should probably be enough. Maybe 4. Let's go with 4. Yeah, 4 should do it. I'm going to leave some space between them. So they're just going to be like a basket weave. I'll show you in just a second. Let me rinse my hands. Doing it like that. Over, under, over. Now I'm going to take the smallest patty that I made, put it in the middle, and wrap, 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 wrap. And I'm just taking the one that's like on the bottom the most and wrapping it first, and then wrapping the other one over the top. So I guess that is the way that you do it. Looks like this. And I'm going to do all 4 of them, and then we will start to cook them. I will go ahead and turn my pan on, like medium. All right, I'm going to get these wrapped, and I'll be right back with you guys. Okay guys, I'm back. I have all of my patties wrapped and my pan is preheated. Here's what they look like. So we are going to start with the thicker ones. Again, I'm just going to press my thumb into the middle of those so they don't, well, I hope they don't constrict too much. I don't know what's going to happen with this bacon, so I mean, potential issues? Yeah. Do I think they're going to be major issues? I have no idea. So now we wait and see. I have this over like a little bit higher than medium heat, so cross your fingers and pray for me, huh? I'm probably going to need a plate lined with paper towels to drain them on. Just a guess. I'm going to grab that. I'll be back with you guys whenever I'm getting ready to take one of these out of the pan, okay? In the meantime, I'm going to be chopping up some lettuce and some tomatoes, so, yum. Different cutting board, obviously. Hey guys, I'm back. My biggest worry was that the sides of the bacon that wrapped around the beef would not be cooked. I solved that by turning the heat down and popping a lid on it. So that should ensure that all the bacon on the inside gets cooked. I turned them over after about 7 minutes. The bottom bacon was pretty brown, but and the top bacon is now holding its shape because the beef patty is sitting on it. So we shall see. I'll be back when these are done and I'll pull them out of the pan, okay? Hey guys, just poking a meat thermometer in here. I kind of had to go at an angle to the side. It looks like they're only at 120 degrees. So that's no bueno. I like my hamburgers well done. I like my steak still mooing. I like my hamburgers to be well done. And the top of the bacon just kind of came apart on this one, but it stayed on the other one. So, I don't know if you'll be able to see that, but can you see? Now it looks like the top bacon is cooked, but the bottom bacon is not cooked. So I'm going to have to leave them in the pan a little longer just to get that bacon to cook the way it should. I do want it done. Raw pork is no one's friend. So I'm turning this one back over to get those uncooked, the most uncooked bacon pieces on the bottom. And I'm about to do the same with this one. It's now coming unraveled. And I do have some little burn bits that are sticking to it. As you can see, they're sticking to my spatula. So it's good to know I'm not entirely crazy. These were some of the issues I thought might happen, and they did. I'm going to go ahead and put this one in here on this side of the pan. It's not going to hurt anything. These need another good 5 minutes in this hot skillet. So, putting the lid back on, and I'm walking away for 5 minutes. And I'll be back when I think these are done. Alright? See y'all then. Hey guys, I'm back. Fixing to turn my fan in here on because I think I'm about to make some smoke. I hope you can hear me over this. I went ahead and poked my meat thermometer just right down into my burger, so I wouldn't have to worry about like testing it every now and then. It just hit 157 degrees, so I'm going to go ahead and pull my meat thermometer out. The little one, of course, is not going to be done yet because I just put it in after the big thick one. The bacon on that one's not nearly as brown. The bacon on these is edging towards burnt, so you can pull your burgers off at 155. They'll coast the rest of the way. The bacon is done, even though the inside is like, see how it's like rubbery because it wasn't actually touching the heat? Don't usually like my bacon that way, but we will see what it's like. As you can see, it got really black on the outside because of that heat in that pan. That's why I turned it down. And the little one's still in there. I'm just going to pop the cover back on it because I really want that bacon to get done. Like I said, raw pork is no one's friend. If you grind your own beef down, you can probably stop at 135, 140 degrees. But for pre-bought ground beef, I would not do that because they're ground in a machine. And it's just a lot of beef together. It's just not a very good situation all around. So, put my cheese on there like she said. I'm going to cover it with some aluminum foil, let it sit for a few minutes. Still have to kind of wait for this one so baby girl can eat too. Cover it with some aluminum foil. It'll coast to that 160. Again, it's got hot bacon and hot bacon fat around it, so it'll probably be a little faster. But I'm going to cover this, and I will be back with you guys when I make my burger and have a big juicy bite. All right? Hey guys, here I am. Here's my burger. It's got mayonnaise, tomato, lettuce, and onion and mustard on it. I'm not a ketchup gal. I was thinking about making like a jalapeno mayonnaise, but that's for another day. So this thing is huge, and I'm trying to figure out how to get it in my mouth. Let's see, which way am I going to attack it? Probably this way. Okay. That's actually really good. I thought I would mind that the inside of the bacon wasn't crispy, but I don't. Can't even tell. The outside is so crispy. It's very good. Man, when I take a bite of that actual burger, I'm getting that smoke from that liquid smoke. And it's really setting off that hickory flavor in the bacon. I can just barely get a hint of that apple. Rosemary really pops in there. Everything in this hamburger just really goes together super duper well. If you grill these, you're going to get a more even temperature around the outside, so your bacon probably won't get as dark as mine. My stovetop is a hot mess right now. There's grease everywhere, but whatever. Probably should have cooked them over a lower heat for a longer period of time because I did it indoors. And I probably should have left the lid on them from the beginning. That would have helped the edges of that bacon really crisp up a lot more. I have to give this a 9 out of 10. The only thing I think would make it better is a fried egg in there. Just for that gooiness. Oh, then it wouldn't even need mayonnaise. So, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you tried this recipe, let me know how you liked it in the comments below. Be sure you share and subscribe. The button's around here somewhere. Check out some of my other videos while you're here. The buttons, again, they're around here somewhere. Share. I'm Right Joe Michaels everywhere. I already said that, but I'm saying it again. Tag me. And I will see you guys again next week. Bye.